Hi Aquarius, how has it been the last week or so? Sorry your sign is a little bit late, it's very late actually this week. But there we go, see my vlog for different things that are going to be happening in a slightly different way starting now. And so we'll do 3-card tarot for the sign of Aquarius. And the first card for Aquarius this week, air sign energy, if ever there was such a thing. The Four of Cups, water sign energy around you, Aquarius, okay? So your kind of air sign, kind of getting things done, making decisions kind of feeling is going to be overrun by that cups thing of longings, thoughts, desires, feelings. What would you actually like to happen? What would you want to happen? What's the best you think you can do? Those kind of feelings, those kinds of thoughts. And this creature here, the turtle, is really a very unhappy creature indeed. But he needs to cheer up, basically. The worst has not happened. The worst isn't going to happen when we get this card. It is a number 4, so there is something very solid about it. There's good grounding here underneath Turtle. But he's lamenting. I think he's lamenting the past. What do you think, guys? What do you think of these readings is the most important thing? But Turtle, he's not happy, but he doesn't need to be unhappy. We've got the dolphin here way in the background that he's completely ignoring, lifting the cup and just kind of showing him just the one cup there, as if that was the Ace of Cups, as if that was that kind of hand coming out of a cloud in the Ace of Cups in the Rider-Waite spread. So why so sad, Aquarius? That is a good question to be asking yourself at the moment. There's nothing too crazy about feeling randomly sad. There is actually an official thing called endogenous depression, meaning depression that doesn't come from anywhere, that hasn't been triggered by anything. And it gets to be a big problem in life at the moment. It kind of stops us seeing the truth, really, because the truth is never as black as it's painted. It really isn't. The media is full of things kind of trying to generally blacken it. I noticed YouTube has kind of got rid of all the conspiracy theory stuff, and I didn't believe all those conspiracy theories, some of them maybe. But I certainly couldn't see what damage it was doing, and YouTube kind of cut off that mystical side. But guys, you've got a very good mystical grounding with the Four of Cups coming in there. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, those energies around you. Perhaps a Cancer, a Scorpio or a Pisces, or someone with those things in their charts. So tell us more about Four of Cups for Aquarius, please. Tell us more about Four of Cups for the sign of Aquarius. And what have we got? The Earth. There we go. It's more about grounding. That's the second time grounding has come up. And look how grounded this tree is. Absolutely got its roots firmly in the earth. It would have to, really. And the thing about trees is they're much more better grounded than we are. And the reason for that is they just take longer and longer over it. A tree can easily outlive a person. It's a well-known thing. So this character here, she's bound herself to the tree because whatever's changing, whatever's going on in life, the absolute truth is the same truth that it's always been. And so here we go. Now I see it. In the Four of Cups here, Turtle is not only miserable, Turtle is all at sea. It doesn't look too far from the shore because there are rocks and there are cups and there are all kinds of goodies all around him there. But he's sort of all at sea in the image, splashing around his feet, and he's going to have to go indoors somewhere if he wants to get nice and warm, which probably doesn't matter if you're a turtle, but I think it's going to matter to you guys, Aquarius. I really do. So it's the grounding, it's the kind of just get back onto that feeling of being grounded and being on dry land. And, the misery, it's going to pass, basically, Aquarius. Okay, so do ask yourself why so sad. It's not going to change overnight, but it is going to change. When things go all the way down, the only way really is up. And this character is absolutely soaring by being grounded, by being attached to this tree here. And we've got wonderful colours, healing colours for just about everything, actually. Everything spiritual indicated there. And even a certain amount of fruit seems to be hanging on this tree, which doesn't have many leaves on it at the moment. But there we go, we're always provided for. So why so sad, Aquarius? Just don't let it get you down. That is the bottom line. Okay, so where are we going next? I'm talking about the only way is up. Let's have the next card in this spread for the sign of Aquarius, please. Where are we going next? And it is number 21. It's the World. Let's just put the other ones to one side there. I bet they fall on the floor. Quick drink. Have a quick look at the World. I'm just going to have a quick drink of my tea a second. Here we go. Oh, good old Earl Grey. I went a long way to get Earl Grey tea the other day. And I'm glad I did. So the world, okay, right, this is a very good reason, Aquarius, for not being quite so sad as you might feel at the present time. Alice has just about got it all going for her here. Let me take a look. Okay, not the most cheerful looking character, but this isn't, and you know, there's a responsibility that goes with power, and I could be talking about power over whatever you're in charge of, Aquarius. It's fluid energy, different strokes for different folks. But the world has a lot to do with power over yourself. Okay, I would think if we could have a conversation with Turtle here, he would feel very much disempowered, very much like you hadn't got much for him going at all. Now Alice here, at the heart of the matter, has got just about everything going for her, but those decisions aren't easy. We've got the 4 playing card symbols, the heart, the spade, the club and the diamond there, and she is on that kind of blue and orange chessboard thing that goes with the Tarot in Wonderland deck in so many of the cards, showing that, you know, there's a kind of a game of chess going on, there's a game of fortune going on. Not everything is decided when this card comes up. No doubt somewhere in the great universe everything is decided though, so it's not a thing to worry about, okay? Very difficult thing not to worry about, because you feel when you get to this stage it would be easy to make the wrong decision and screw up, and we don't want to be about screwing up, Aquarius. We want to be about getting there, getting all the way. But look, Alice has in her hands the 2 magic wands that go with the Magician card, so she has got plenty going for her, really. It's just a question of, really, she's got to get her manifesting head on. She's got a crown on at the moment. She needs to get her manifesting head on. Tell us more about Alice in the World card, number 21, please, in this spread for the sign of Aquarius. Tell us more in this tarot card reading for the sign of Aquarius. We'll have an oracle card now from, and I'm using for this reading, Ask an Angel by Tony Carmine Salerno. I've had it a long time, I've had it about 10 years, this deck, and it's done many, many readings, but I love it. It absolutely always comes up with something interesting. So what's it going to come up with about the world? And it is Divine Love. Here we go. Archangel Samuel. Let's just put the deck to one side, and there we go. Now this symbol up here is very remindful to me of the caduceus, which has so much to do with spiritual healing, and which medics and paramedics still wear to this day. So divine help is at hand, no doubt. It says divine love, not divine help, but what better help is there than love, friends? Right, this is going to really show you the way on this. Okay, it's not just kind of divine guidance, it's divine love. Look for where you're going to feel loved in this situation, Aquarius. That's really important, because going forward, if you don't feel loved, if you don't feel comfortable in this situation, if you don't feel it's going to work for you, it's not. That's the bottom line, you know, unless things change in a big way. But we're not looking at big changes, we're looking at divine love. And look, these characters, they've got the love, you know, regardless of anything. This is unconditional love writ large. And again, healing colours all over it, colours of all kinds all over it. So there'll be some help with that decision. If it's not tangible help, and this is, you know, fluid energy, different things for different people, as always. If it's not tangible exactly, and you can't see exactly which way you should go, it's about following your heart, you know, and your heart will feel better one way or another. You'll know by your dreams if you're really not sure. The thing to do is go by your dreams. Keep a pen and paper by the bed, because it's so easy to forget those dreams so quickly after we've had them. But, you know, write them down and you will not go far wrong, friends. Okay, so let's have the last of the 3 tarot cards in this reading for Aquarius, and we will do another oracle card as we go. Okay, and they've fallen all over the place, but the one that's come out of there, 2 together. 2 together. Oh, right, actually, right. Now, the first one out is the Wheel of Fortune. And it's a long time, actually, since I got this card straight after the World. But I do think they go together rather well. It's the responsibilities of all this and the fact that the Wheel of Fortune is spinning and we don't know where all this is going to lead. But we have to have faith. We really have to have faith. And there's a sort of combination of purple and lapis lazuli making up the background colour of this card, which is the outer space card. It makes us think of the universe. We can still see the game being played there. There are actually playing cards all over the chessboard is there. So again, it's another one that shows that a decision isn't going to be terribly terribly easy. But the other one with it is the Ace of Swords, and this looks like it's time to cut through it, Aquarius. Swords, it's air signs, so it's your energy, Aquarius. Could also be Libra, could also be Gemini around you, or people with those characteristics, but this is real alchemy, okay? The decision is made. The sword cuts through the nonsense, and the wand is there for the alchemy to start happening. So this is a real good Kickstarter, and it actually came up directly with the Wheel of Fortune. They both came up together, and that tells me that a situation is going to kind of force a response to something. There's going to be no choice but to go in a particular way, and it is actually going to feel good in the heart as well. We know that because of everything else that's been coming up, not least divine love. But get yourself grounded, guys, and we will say, tell us more please about Ace of Swords and Wheel of Fortune in this reading for the sign of Aquarius, which I'm doing, by the way, in July 2019. The best time to watch it is whenever you're watching it, and we've got creativity. Right, now this is a real good way for getting things done and listening to your heart at the same time. Creativity is absolutely great like that. Loads of artistic colours in here. It's really showing the truth of kind of the spiritual side of the truth of painting and making your feelings known that way. Tony Salerno, who produced this deck, actually is a painter. Well, you don't need me to tell you that. It's a male Tony, by the way, because he's Italian, even though it's spelt with an I. But he doesn't seem to be kind of bogged down with testosterone in any way. He's really flying to the higher chakras there. He's being creative. And if you want to be one of those people who succeeds in the spiritual field, think of that creativity. Nathaniel is the angel that we are working with here. Feel that creativity in your own life. Think, how does that fit in? Because it's when you can be creative. That's all about kind of feeling the love of a situation. You will get a lot further if you're being creative in a way that's good for you, in a way that suits you, because that will then spread to others. YouTube is a prime example of this, actually. You kind of put your videos out to the whole world, and quite often the whole world doesn't really want to see your videos. But out of the billions of people, and there are 3 billion on YouTube, there are going to be quite a few who think, oh yeah, that clicks with me in some way. And then, you know, we get to know each other through the comments and stuff, and it actually brings people together. And people are more likely to succeed doing this because when you're on YouTube, you're giving entertainment, and you might as well kind of do it in a way that feels good for yourself. Do you know what I mean? Would that all life could be like that. It's one of the positive things that I think the internet is bringing in, that our creativity really can set us on fire and get things happening. And in terms of which way to go with the world here, you're going to feel much better if you're following your heart, and creativity is all about that. And also you're going to get results through that creativity. It's all stacking up really nicely that way, Aquarius. So you're just going to know which way to go. You know, you're going to be taken. It may seem like a crisis situation, but somehow it'll force things onto an even keel. And it's looking like a pretty good keel here because it's alchemy, you know. It's what you can actually do with your own imagination as well as out there in real life. I will give you that with all my love, Aquarius. Thanks very much for watching. Thumbs up, please, if you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss anything if you haven't already. I'll be back very soon. Leave me a comment. We'll share the journey. Peace, and I'll see you next week. Bye.